admits he's not sure when the country's vaccine supply will be enough, which is why he once again fired shots at those who still refuse to get inoculated. In order to address the supply shortage, the cabinet is suggesting supporting local vaccine manufacturers. The Trade Department says 1.5 million Filipinos lost their jobs during the 2-week ECQ. Severe tropical storm with international name Surigae has just entered the Philippine area of responsibility. We'll get the latest on that live straight from Pagasa. And the controversial song Amatz by Filipino rapper Shanti makes it to the Billboard charts. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Charles Lejano. Starting today's newscast with President Rodrigo Duterte, insisting that the government had no shortcomings in its COVID-19 response. Duterte explains that the administration formed a task force within 48 hours after the World Health Organization issued an advisory about the coronavirus. He claims that the government is busy preparing everything to help fight the pandemic. And the chief executive adds that if warranted, he can order to take over hotels to augment the supply of hospital beds.
I can order the authorities to take over the operations of hotels kung wala na talagang mga kama. Wala na. Madali yan. Hindi talaga problema yan. I am not without power. When we are pushed to the wall, either by the microbe itself, or by internal, I can always order the military and the police to go there and confiscate the operation of the hotels. And even the medicines, I can go to the wherever warehouse there, but that is not really a what you would call a remedy desired in a democratic state.
However, the president also admitted that he has no idea when the supply of COVID-19 vaccines will be enough for the population. This as most of the vaccines that have arrived in the Philippines came from China. With vaccine stocks running low, Duterte had this to say to those who refuse to get vaccinated.
May mga iba dyan na ayaw talaga magbakuna. Okay na lang yan sa akin. Ang problema kung makahawa ka. The problem is being a bravado. Yung hambog. Sabihin mo, ayaw ko. Kasi hindi naman ako naniwala niyan. If I were to talk to you in the gutter language, sabihin ko sa iyo, mo, mamatay ka na kung gusto mo 5 beses.
The Trade Department seeks government support for potential local vaccine manufacturers. During President Duterte's address last night, DTI Secretary Mon Lopez said that 4 companies have expressed intent to manufacture COVID-19 vaccines in the country. But Lopez said they would need green lane on government permits and assurance that the shots will be procured subject to standards, specifications, and prices.
Ang estimate po ng ating mga ekonomista, led by NEDA, ay halos kulang 1% of the GDP ang tinamaan dito sa 2 linggo na ECQ. Dahil sa ating desire to balance and reopen a bit the economy to bring back jobs, mabalikan ng trabaho.
For its part, the Department of Science and Technology plans to create a virology institute to make the Philippines self-reliant when it comes to vaccines. DOST Secretary Fortunato de la Peña notes that there are 4 stages of vaccine manufacturing that includes research and development.
Actually po, pwede namang laktawan yung basic research at vaccine development kung mayroong gustong kumpanya na establish na yung kanilang technology na mag-locate dito sa atin. At pwede pong within a short time ay makaset up sila ng tinatawag na fill and finish facility. Yun po yung ipapasok nila dito yung mga in bulk na raw materials at dito ay ilalagay na lamang sa mga vials na kung saan yun ang gagamitin sa injection.
Aside from fully occupied hospitals, several LGUs in Metro Manila are also worried about the dwindling COVID vaccine supply. Greg Gregorio with the details.
More than a month since inoculation started in the country, over 1.2 million Filipinos have already been vaccinated. But supply is running thin, especially in Metro Manila. Several LGUs in Metro Manila are running low on COVID-19 vaccine supplies, more than a month since the rollout. In Marikina, more than 15,000 residents have registered for the program. Only 4,000 have received their first dose. Now that they have already set aside a supply for these individuals' second dose, they are close to running out of jabs for the first dose of other registered recipients. The latest addition of 2,000 doses of Sinovac shot are about to be consumed next week.
Gusto natin bigyan diin na yung 2,000 doses na yon ay 2 doses per person bawat individual. Kaya yung 2,000 doses ay para lamang sa 1,000 individual.
In Manila, a little over 70,000 out of almost 300,000 have yet to receive their shots. Mayor Isko Moreno says the remaining supply will be allotted for the second dose. Due to the same problem, the local government of Quezon City has halted its booking for vaccination.
We have to put that on hold because we don't want people to keep on registering and in turn wala na kaming kaya ibigay na bakuna. So basically, we are asking for DOH for additional allocation.
The health department has reported that about 2.8 million of 3 million available doses have already been distributed to vaccination sites across the country.
When you look at our numbers, hindi pa ho, wala pa ho talaga yan sa target natin. Pero ang maganda ay nakapag-umpisa na tayo.
Malacanang assures the public that another batch of COVID-19 vaccines is expected soon.
At may inaasahan pa tayong 1 milyon na darating sa loob ng buwan ng Abril, no? Galing po sa Sinovac, and 500,000 yung kauna-unahang makukuha natin galing sa Gamaleya.
To have more supplies, the government is looking to establish local manufacturers in the country. The Science and Technology Department says the DBM has initially allotted 283 million pesos for this. Talks are underway with 25 foreign partners who are interested in manufacturing shots. At least 6 local pharmaceutical companies have also expressed interest to take part. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
Oplan Kalinga facilities for COVID-19 patients are now at 72% occupancy. These are the hotels that serve as isolation facilities for mildly symptomatic patients. MMDA Chairman Benhur Abalos says other LGU quarantine facilities are now at 67% occupancy.
Isolation po sa lahat ng local government units sa buong Kalakang, Maynila. No? Karamihan po rito ay mga classrooms, Mr. President. Next, please. Ang occupancy po nito ay kulang-kulang 67%, kaya pero pang konting room po, no, may buffer pa po.
Meanwhile, DTI Secretary Mon Lopez says the country's economy is definitely challenged, especially now that the government has imposed stricter lockdowns. Lopez reports that 1.5 million Filipinos lost their jobs during the ECQ.
Ang estimate po ng ating mga ekonomista led by NEDA ay halos kulang 1% of the GDP ang tinamaan dito sa 2 linggo na ECQ. Dahil sa ating desire to balance and reopen a bit the economy to bring back jobs, mabalikan ng trabaho.
Severe tropical storm hovering over the Pacific Ocean has just entered the Philippine area of responsibility and is now named Bising. To give us details, we have on the line Raymond Ordinario from the Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. Good morning, Raymond. Could you tell us how strong Bising is currently and whether or not it's directly affecting the country?
Yes. Good morning. So, as you said, this severe tropical storm Surigae has already entered the Philippine area of responsibility, and we're going to issue our initial severe weather bulletin at 11 a.m. today. And currently, it has a maximum sustained winds of 110 kilometers per hour near the center, and a gustiness that may reach up to 135 kilometers per hour. It's still moving in a westward direction at the speed of 10 kilometers per hour. And as of now, it doesn't have any direct effect on any parts of the country. However, the trough or the extension of this severe tropical storm will going to bring cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorm over the eastern Visayas and Mindanao area. Meanwhile, in Metro Manila and the rest of the country, we're going to have a generally fair and warm weather condition, except from some isolated rain showers and thunderstorm. Charles?
All right, Raymond, is this expected to make landfall over any part of the Philippines? And if so, when?
So, sir, based on our latest track, we're still seeing a scenario of it will recurve towards the north, and as of now, what we're looking is that on Monday, or either Monday or Tuesday, it will be making a close approach over the eastern section of Visayas and Mindanao. So, by starting Sunday, we're going to expect a generally cloudy condition with some rains over the eastern Visayas area, and it will continue until Monday. Then it will move as this severe tropical storm BC moves towards the north. So we're going to expect a gradual improvement in the weather conditions. So generally, we will not going to expect the strong winds of this severe tropical storm. However, the rains that is expected over the eastern section of eastern Visayas and the eastern section of southern Luzon area.
All right, looks like we're going to have a rainy weekend. Are we expecting this to further intensify? It looks like it's pretty considerable as it is.
Yes, it's still possible to intensify further because it is moving slowly over the ocean, and we're going to expect it to further intensify because it will not going to interact with any land masses in the Philippines.
All right, Raymond, are you guys looking at any other weather disturbances or systems affecting the country's weather today?
So, Charles, this is only the system that we're now monitoring, this severe tropical storm, and we're going to issue appropriate warning for some isolated or localized thunderstorm by our Regional Services Division.
Thanks for that, Raymond. That was Pag-asa weather forecaster Raymond Ordinario. On now to entertainment news. Filipino rapper Shanti continues to make waves in the global music scene for his controversial song Amatz. MJ Marfori with the story.
Napakalakas ng Amatz. Pinoy rapper Shanti hit song just debuted on Billboard's World Digital Song Sales chart. Amatz gained international attention when it was played in the third episode of Marvel's The Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney+. Amatz was first released in 2019 with much controversy. PDEA called for its ban, saying it supposedly promotes marijuana usage. Shanti Dope's camp said it was a brazen abuse of power. To date, Amatz has over 17 million views on YouTube and over 11 million streams on Spotify. For News 5, MJ Marfori, we are One News.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again later at 10 a.m. as we monitor the day's biggest stories from sunrise to sundown. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Charles Lejano. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. We are One News.